Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
Now, here's Batum. He's got 5. Jefferson's shot is off.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Millsap's against Batum. The 19-foot shot, and the jumper falls for him. And that's 10 points for Paul Millsap. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Now here's Millsap, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, it really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
The Hawks making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Oh, that's blocked. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And Batum kicks to Walker. And the shot is good. Walker's got 18 points. Clark for Kid Gilchrist and his shot. It seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And it's Walker penetrating. Rebound, Atlanta. Dimes got his 8th rebound here tonight. Scott with a screen on Walker. Shot clock at 6. Scott the pass to Dimes. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Dimes got 50 points. Outside, Walker. Outside, Batum. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Rebound, Atlanta. 43 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Daly. The stupendous finish in traffic. Dimes got 52 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Michael Kidd Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Here's Dimes, defended by Jefferson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Kidd Gilchrist, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hawks ahead, opening up a huge gap. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Hawes. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Williams comes with a double team. Cephalosha passes to Dimes. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Jefferson sends it back. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams down low with Jefferson. Then there's Batum. There's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Gutierrez in at the point guard position. And Atlanta has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Dimes. It's stolen by Jefferson. Up the floor. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Jefferson. 10 points for Batum.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Gutierrez after the basket by Atlanta. He kicks it to Williams. There's the dish to Batum. Gutierrez, the pass to Jefferson. Here's Williams. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Gutierrez.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Al Horford, he's checked in for Hardaway. Millsap comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dimes in for Kirk Heinrich. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Walker's checked in. Here's Dimes. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Here's Daly. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Dimes got 60. Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injury.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And Walker kicks to Batum. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Charlotte. Here's Williams. Jefferson kicks to Walker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Walker's got 20.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Dimes, guarded by Walker. And the pass to Dimes. 6 to shoot. Inside. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Walker goes in, kicks to Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Shot from 16. Here's Dimes, guarded by Walker. Tavares. The shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Walker with it. Feeds it to Hansbrough. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. For the Hawks, Hardaway's checked in for Horford. Korver comes in for Paul Millsap. And It's Heinrich in for Dimes. The Hornets also with a sub. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And then for Atlanta, Al Horford is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Mike Scott comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dimes in for Kirk Heinrich. And some changes here for the Hornets. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Lamb in there for Nicholas Batum. That's good. 64 points for Dimes.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the middle. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Up off the screen, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Dimes. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hardaway comes in for Al Horford. And it's Korver in for Scott. And the foul called on Dimes. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And it's the Hornets with the ball.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon. And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be, and a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta also making some changes here. Uskala, he's checked in for Hardaway. Scott comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dimes in for Kirk Heinrich.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Hornets.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Dimes. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Can't hit.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Dimes from deep. He connects. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul, what was this team's attitude coming into tonight's game?
Well, we knew coming in that they was going to be aggressive on the defensive end. And, the game got a little sloppy at times, but we stuck with it, ran our stuff, and won the game.
Paul, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right.